What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm C.
I'm P.
And today we're going to react to MacDonald, No Lives Matter.
We don't even know what this is gonna be
Is it
about.
gonna be like a play on the All Lives Matter thing? People say Black Lives Matter and say All Lives Matter, and you go No Lives Matter. Can you imagine that though? Black Lives Matter, No Lives Matter. Somebody come out of nowhere. No Lives Matter. I'm just gonna kill all you guys.
I think that's kind of what he's gonna be saying.
I don't know, maybe.
That it doesn't matter what race you are, no lives matter in the government eyes.
I guess we'll find out.
Unless you're green.
Or yellow, or blue.
No, money.
Or red. You know people be saying, I don't care if you yellow, blue, red, whatever. You know people saying that? I don't care what race you're, blue, red, yellow.
What's blue?
That's the point. They were saying, you know what, let's just do your thing. Let's go, man.
As always, let us know what you think about this reaction in the comments below. Like, subscribe, ring that bell so you can get notified for our upcoming videos. Remember, we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. We need your help to get there, so subscribe.
Okay, let's begin.
Hip-hop diet is full of guys who cannot even rap. Facts. Media dividing us by colors, white or black. Facts. If you believe in Jesus, these days Christians get attacked. Facts. If you don't hate police, then everybody thinks you're whack. And everything's so connected. Black Lives Matter got so aggressive. White folks who agree can't support the message. Both sides go to war because they don't respect it. Our social climate from the global tension turned to total violence and a whole depression. We could unify and then I'll go against them, but we let them divide us with votes and elections. Hey, the music we bump, all about shooting guns and doing drugs. Hey, whoa, the things that we want are promoted subliminally through the songs like, you need a fast car, you need designer clothes, you need a rap star to tell you to start popping pills, hit the blunt and go live at the club till you're broke. It's all control.
Two things.
I just kept laughing at him in the bushes. Like, I couldn't help it.
I was gonna say a lot of problems a lot of people have with Black Lives Matter is that they want to support it, right? But they see like the negative parts of it, and they're like, I cannot associate the negative parts, like burning down, neighborhoods and all that.
Yeah.
Certain things you do. We know it's like people. I don't know if they do. People know it's not like everybody in the movement that doing these things, but the movement is still associated with those negative, things. So it's like some people don't wanna associate with them because they're associated with negative.
Well, isn't that
things.
when you're like, what's it? When you're, damn, I forget the saying. By the grouping and not the individual.
Well, yeah, you just person by the individual, not by the group.
Yeah.
But yeah, Black Lives Matter though is a group.
Yeah.
It's like it's.
But what I'm saying is that the people are feeling some type of way because certain individuals within that group are doing wrong things, and because they're still affiliated with the group,
Exactly.
they're leaning away from it.
Exactly, because you don't want to be affiliated with the bad things that they're doing, even though it's a few of them. You know what I mean? So I get what he means there. And the thing about the rappers, we've always talked about this so many times. Like, it's not need to repeat it.
Yeah.
The rappers talking about fast car, dealing drugs, blah blah blah. And then you got the kids that are broke, thinking that, oh, I gotta buy me a fast car and I gotta do this and do that. It's
That's
like,
how we get the honeys.
bro, you can afford it, man. Like, how about instead of that, the money you have now, focus on trying to multiply it instead of.
But I want that
spending
mop.
Yeah, guys, we talked about this before. My point is, instead of, the thing is, when I listen to rap music, I can differentiate between the BS and the real one. So even if rappers are saying, oh, I got fast cars, I got bitches, I got this, I'm like, okay, whatever, I can bang to it and not really
But
do that
that's
stuff.
the thing. A lot of these people that listen to it, they want to buy the fast cars and go broke so they can get honeys.
But that's because the society have told them that's what's needed to get, girls, and then the girls think now that if a guy don't have those things, he's not worthy of me. You know what I mean? So it's like a loop, and it's all crazy. But I feel like instead of spending your money that you don't have to buy like fast cars, how about you figure out a way to multiply your money so that you can actually afford those fast cars and not have
That's
to go
true.
into debt to get them just to get some girls. Like, come on, bro. But yeah, man, all the drug stuff and the guns and the violence, we talked about this before. It's like people think it's cool, but they don't realize that those rappers are rich, and even though they did that in the past lives, most of the rappers that actually did these things, most of them are probably in jail or dead. Most of the guys actually did this game banging stuff, and the few who got out of that, it was by luck. You know what I mean? Not because the life was like glamorous or the life is worth getting into that life. It's because they got lucky and they got out. Some of them, became rappers, and they will never go live back in the hood. You know what I mean? The rapper will never go live in the hood.
Mm-mm.
So why are you trying to have that hood mentality still, instead of trying to get where the rappers are?
And the
You know
whole
what I mean?
point.
The rappers didn't become rich by being in the hood. They become rich by doing something that other people wanted to pay them for. So why don't you figure out something you're good at that other people was willing to pay for? That's what you gotta do, instead of trying to be like the past.
Yeah.
Try to be like the future instead. Anything else?
Yeah.
Continue.
You need a rap star to tell you to start popping pills, hit the blunt, and go live at the club till you're broke. It's all controlled by the elites. Put fake news all over our screens, convincing the right to go fight with the left and distract from the fact it's each other we need. Divided by race and religion, segregated into teams. You a white supremacist. If you're not, I guess you Antifa. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. Freedom's dead if you.
So I could feel right about how he was saying, like, how about we just stop with the lives matter stuff and just we all
Take
people.
care of each other.
Exactly. No lives matter. Just like
But
instead of getting about Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, or whatever.
Yeah, but like he's saying, like it's because it's being shown in our face constantly on the news
Exactly.
that they're separating us without a lot of us, because I don't want to say all of us, but a lot of us realizing it. So now we're being separated and fighting with each other instead of realizing that we could just help each other.
Yeah, I think a lot of this lyrics were actually in brainwashed. Brain, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Brainwashed.
He talks about a lot
So
of
I'm saying
similar
it's
things
because
in each
things
of his
are
songs.
still the same, but I'm
Yeah.
saying it's similar. It's like
Yeah.
similar things talked about.
No lives matter. Freedom's dead. If you have an opinion, take it back. People hate the president. If you don't, then you trash. Indoctrinate the nation using news and mainstream rap. The government abuses us. It's all part of the plan. And it's so confusing. Black Lives Matter is a valuable movement, but all lives matter ain't racist or stupid. It's non-black humans who don't feel included. All colors fall under laws to govern the whole country, and we all suffer. We're all broke and nobody recovers until we accept that we're all brothers. Hey, the music we make.
It's like you were saying, like we guys said that we are just like people, man, and we gotta stop trying to separate us into different groups. I'm not gonna to like minimize the troubles that races go through. Like different races and different I guess genders now and different sexual orientations. I'm not gonna minimize the troubles that they go through. Yes. But at the end of the day, if we just keep separating us into different groups, it's always gonna be a battle between all these groups.
And if you think about it, each of us have our own kind of troubles.
Yeah.
Some may be a little bit worse than others, but we still have issues and troubles that we're going through. So instead of just being like, my trouble is more important, fix my trouble, or you don't really care about my issues and blah blah blah, why not just help each other?
Yeah.
And there's few people out in the world that do it. I've seen it.
And I realize that this is harder, is easier said than done, because people are gonna be people at the end of the day. They're gonna argue and do all this stuff. I know it's easier said than done, but I think it's possible to actually get to a point. Not everybody, but to get to a better place. I don't think
I've seen it.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I don't think it's possible that every single person will try to come together like kumbaya. But I feel like we can get to a point where we can, like, most people can be like, let's just you know,
Yeah.
be friends.
And it could start small, you know. Like I've seen it just working at Walmart. I've seen old and a retired veteran, somebody offering to pay for his groceries. I've seen actually the other day I was with my mom and my sister at Dunkin' Donuts, and this black man forgot his wallet, and he was trying to get coffee on his way to work. He was trying to use the app on his phone, but his phone wasn't working, and he was really stressing out. And this white guy behind him said, "I got you, dude," and just paid for his shit. Like it's like little things like that. Like you could start small and then go gradually bigger and help out in bigger ways. But it's the small steps that I feel like really
Lead to the big, you know,
exactly.
solutions. Right.
All broke and nobody recovers until we accept that we're all brothers. Hey, the music we make, all about big booties and getting paid. Hey, whoa. We watch the news and it fills up our brains with violence and riots and race. Like this is a race war. You need to hate more. Get what you came for. You need some songs about Xanax and violence so you can escape more. What a vicious cycle we can't break away from. They control the culture, they control the paper. They're indoctrinating a whole generation till the patriots start to hate the nation. The music we love make us dumb and addicted. The news that we watch is brainwashing the children. The viruses, riots, and racist conditions ain't problems, they're symptoms of life in the system.
Okay, with everything else, I think we already like know about everything else. But what I would talk about is when he said that the news is like we need to hate more. It's like I can see it. You know what I mean? Like in the news, it's all about how this side is doing this with this side, how the left is attacking the right, how the right is attacking the left. It's like they tell the news in a way that there is like how do I say this? There is like inherent conflict. That's what I was talking before. There's inherent conflict in the news that they are how they'll bring out the news. So like when they said that, the news is saying we need to hate more. It's basically what they're saying. Oh, the left did this, blah blah, the asshole. And then the right did this, oh the asshole. It's like each side is gonna be like, oh, we gotta hate the other side more. Mm-hmm. And it's something with race or any other
They're the
thing.
fuel that it rages the fire.
Exactly. I found it, you know.
Because like we ourselves have that hate, and we're already we begin the flame. Okay.
Exactly.
So I don't want to say the media is the one that's making us hate, because it's not the case. We begin the hate. We begin the flame. The media
putting the fuel in it.
pours the gasoline on top of the flame to make that flame get larger and larger and larger.
Yeah, it's how you said it. We need to hate more, and I'm like, yes, that's really how it comes out. If you really think about it. And another thing is he wearing a Gucci jacket? It seems like it's the Gucci outline. You know what I mean? The jacket he's wearing.
Maybe to make a point about the virus.
Children, the viruses, riots, and racist conditions ain't problems, they're symptoms of life in the system.
Yeah,
screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. The music will make you dumb, the media makes you hate, and they control them both. There ain't no escape. They put the world in a state of chaos. Economy crashing and massive layoffs. Black against white, or it's left versus right. Divide and conquer and control is the payoff. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter.
I know. And that last verse when he said that the music is keeping us dumb, I remember a verse by J. Cole. I don't remember the actual verse, but he was basically like black people are kept in a mind state that keeps them poor, but not like poor as in money or any other way. They keep the mindset poor, where they don't like with all this rapping about all this like girls and this and that. It's like we are kept in a mindset that we don't have the knowledge to actually invest or to start a business or to do certain things. It's like the music that we like what the black community is listening to, the black community is listening to. I know other white people listen to it too, But I think the white kids are in like an environment where it's not reinforced.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if the black kid grow up in the hood and then does rap songs are reinforcing the lifestyle that they're in, how they ever gonna get out and be like, yo, there's something better out there than just like killing and gangbanging and doing all that. You know what I mean?
It's also like a type of brainwashing because not only they get it, we discussed this in another video that we did. They get it from all sides: their community, their parents, music industry, the media. So when you're told constantly over and over again that like you're not smart enough or you can't do this or that, and you're constantly being pushed down, you tend to think it.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you are smart enough and you can do these things to get yourself out of the environment that you're in and get yourself on a better path, you won't even try to because you're so brainwashed into thinking that you can't do it.
The thing I would say is that we have a lot of black geniuses that we're not making use of because they are trapped in the environment that they're in.
Exactly.
I put there's a lot of black geniuses in the hood, but they don't have a path to actually express that genius.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Or creativity or
exactly.
talent.
We have a lot of them out there.
There's a lot.
But they don't have the roads to lead them places. So and they've only known one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think first we have to get rid of that. We have to show people. And it's not only about the black neighborhood. It's also about the poor neighborhoods,
mm-hmm.
white or black or Mexican or any race. You know what I mean? So it's about your environment has a big impact in your future.
Mm-hmm. And who you surround yourself with.
That's your environment.
Like the community you grow up in, for example, like you said, the hood community,
Mm-hmm.
Your environment based off of the people you surround yourself with in school, depending on what your parents were taught when they were kids. Are they teaching you the correct values, or are they just reiterating the same brainwashing that's been reiterated to them that was from their parents and their parents? That's not the right teaching of how to get you out of that environment. It's just teaching you how to survive that environment.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I don't think it's necessarily brainwashing. I think like you're going back to slavery, right? After we got free from slavery, and they were like,
mm-hmm.
here you go, you're free now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like our ancestors were never taught the way that white people are taught to invest and do all this stuff. The black neighborhood you go, people don't know about how to invest and how to do.
They were only
things.
taught how to survive.
And it's like the parents and grandparents, they know these things.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you gonna know these things if you stay in that same environment?
Exactly.
People who grow up in the suburbs, it's like they're surrounded by bankers and business owners and teachers and all these people that actually can put some knowledge into them.
Mm-hmm.
Or they have a path that's playing out for them. You go to school, you go to college. I'm not saying it's the only path, but
Mm-hmm.
just going to college actually increase your chances of actually getting more money.
Well, having the opportunity to be able to go.
Exactly.
Being told you're gonna go to college.
Being told that it's
you have to
valuable.
realize there's not a lot of people that even get that choice. A lot of times there's people in the poor neighborhoods, and not, like you said, not just the black community,
Mm-hmm.
that don't even get the choice of going to college. We need you to go straight to work because you need to help pay the bills because we can't survive as it is. So once you get out of high school, you got to get a job. Even when you're in high school, you got to get a part-time job.
And
sometimes kids don't even finish high school because they need to support their family. So it really is about the opportunities that you're given, the choices that you're given.
And a lot of times it's circumstances too. Like some kids who are going out of high school, they can like afford to go somewhere else and go to school when there are families that need their income to actually help them survive. So it's a very complicated issue. Tell me, MacDonald, always coming with the bangers, always getting us thinking.
Yeah.
Logically. So,
and it's still true now. I think he made that when Trump was in office, right? And when the Black Lives Movement was just beginning.
Nah, I don't know about beginning, but
Like when it was like
I think when they
when
were
that controversy was happening between
Yeah.
Black Lives and All Lives
Yeah.
Matter. And it's not much has changed since then. That's the point. Like
Yeah.
we're still fighting over it. The Black Lives Matter thing slowly dissipated. I feel like we barely hear about it now.
the news could cover it less.
Yeah.
A lot of things that we hear about is because of the news. A lot of we're not around most of these things. The news controls what people worry about and what they, you know what I mean, what they talk about. Because most people all live in a place where they don't actually travel far outside of their house.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the things we heard is either from the news or from other people.
Yeah.
That's how we know about these things.
Yeah.
You know, so we don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, guys.
Alright, as
Like-
always, Tom MacDonald makes great songs and great videos by Nova. Like,
Comment.
subscribe.
Peace out, guys.